Hello YouTubers, how you diddling? Alright, are you? You notice anything different? Can you tell what it is yet? Yeah, out on a test ride. I wanted to satisfy my curiosity, and I wanted to give a little test ride of this. I'm on the Royal Enfield Desert Storm. I'm not sure it's the right thing to name it after a war action, so to speak. Not even sure, I'm pretty sure I'm in miles per hour, if so I'm doing 60. Yeah. Amazed at that. According to the speedo there, I was doing 75, which is can't be right, surely. But then again, right, trying to look for somewhere and I'll pull over and talk about it. What can I say? First thing I'll say is Royal Enfield, you've outdone yourself. It's a beautiful looking machine. Now I love 1950s bikes. Oh dear. Yeah, I love 1950s machines. You know, and this one's designed on the original 50s one. It's a 535 engine. The Bullet, I do believe it's an EFI engine. I should double check on everything. I should put it all up in the column side here so you can see for yourself. So it's got a very short gear lever on it, so it would need to be adjusted maybe just for these boots that I'm wearing. I think that's more the problem than anything. Be careful, I don't want to take it back full of stone chips. Here. But I tell you what, I mean, it rides lovely. Let's see what's up here. North Ormsby. Yep, it actually rides beautiful, and if all you want to do is tootle around like this is the sort of thing that Graham Calvert would have loved. He would have absolutely loved this, and for £4 you can't really go wrong. Oh dear, we've got a wedding on. I maybe should have had goggles on today instead of sunglasses. But if these are the sort of lanes that this is absolutely perfect for. They are. See, the trouble is with a bigger bike is you're quite often tempted to thrash around and you're missing the better things in life. yes, it's like nice to enjoy riding your bike, as we all know, we're not bloody idiots. But I don't know, there's a certain thing about this sort of bike. The seat, I think I'd replace almost immediately and put more of an old-fashioned style seat on it. For me, just got a little bit too much padding. Yeah, I love the sound of it. Sounds like my old rotavator. I actually initially wanted to test ride the Himalayan. Answer to that is why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to be one of the first people in the UK to test ride one? But the point is, they had one in stock and they've just sent it to Scotland, and it wasn't even a running model apparently. I've no idea where I am, by the way. North Grimsby. Okay, so I tootle up here. Looks like a quiet road here, what it probably won't be. Now then, I've been told this will not tick over on the side stand. It's built into it. There you go. That's in neutral. And apparently, hey, oh, that's good. So I'm driving down the road and the airbox cover's vibrated open already. So, there you go. Problem number one. So there you go, what do you think? Royal Enfield Desert Storm. Disc brake, drum brake. Can't quite understand. Love this look. No rear seat. Not quite understanding what they're there for though, if that's the case. I love the sound of it, but it's got a bloody ugly exhaust on it. Probably much better without this silly heat shield on. But yeah. We'll have to sort that out. Anyway, as I was saying, scrap that. It's a nothingness. But a beautiful bike. And I must admit, already quite surprised me on the power, because everybody's gone on about how underpowered they are. This, that and the other. You've got the air cleaner on that side. And yep, fuse box on this side. Always worrying when you see one left open like that. There we go. But beautiful little thing, and it rides much better than I thought it would. I think the thing is, the saddle, bit too much padding, probably brilliant, you know, you'd probably be pleased with that on a longer journey, but I don't see this as being the sort of bike you're going to be doing long journeys on. I really don't. I mean, what do you think? Good looking bike? Now there are people out there that have upgraded the engines on these, and it really made a difference. I tell you what, knocking that's not the hell out of me. Good to see that even though they've got the Jeep standard style springs on, they've got a little external piston there. A little external reservoir makes all the difference when it comes to the damping. And I had a flat battery and I went to get this, so there's a lot of things so far not exactly going in its favour, let's say. But we'll see. Oh well. Anywho, oh, I'm melting, bloody melting. Get some fresh air past me. It's far too hot to be doing this. About 30 degrees today. No idea how much fuel I've got in. You've got a fuel light and an engine warning light. I do quite like the looks of this. I do. Oh, that's nice, bit of air. You've got to bear in mind as well, I do believe these are only 4 speed. Let me see. 4, 3, 2, 1. No, that's a 5 speed box, isn't it? Yeah, I've been led to believe these were only 4 speed box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's definitely a 5 speed box. Yeah, this is definitely the sort of thing that you need to be having a test ride on a day like this. If we could just have a low flying Spitfire just there now, make me feel all that much better. Little Spitfire flying through the valley, dipping its wing. Marvellous. I think I'd need to live with it for a few days before I'd make that ultimate decision. Yes, I definitely want one. I wanted to have a ride on the Royal Enfield Continental GT, but you know, I thought to myself, well, the chances of me buying a Continental GT are pretty bloody slim, to be quite honest, because you know, that bent over position. But this sit up and beg position like this, for somebody with a knackered back like mine, this is spot on. Now, the reason I stopped buying and riding British bikes was purely and simply because at the time they didn't have electric start, and I couldn't kick them over anymore. I just got to that stage where I just couldn't kick it up. But yeah, you know, you might get some people look at this and say, well, that's not a proper test ride. Look at you, you run down country lanes at bloody barely 30 mile an hour. But here's the thing, I am up and down a country lane, you know, but I'm doing 40 mile an hour, and it's comfortable and nice, you know. It's one of them things. So what do? Braking wise, not had to stomp on the brakes yet to see what I think. Personally, I love the fact that it's only got a solo seat. I do believe they are sold with the seat, but let's face it, lads, it's not really a passenger seat, is it? It's a block of foam covered in leatherette. Right, laugh this way, we're in the right way. Yeah, so far, pretty impressed. I'd like to feel like I was sat slightly lower down. I think you probably will. It's maybe because it's where it is. It's so hard, and well, it's actually not. It's not hard. It's a very comfortable ride, and it's true. But what it is the seat height. For the price, you have to ask yourself, what else can you get? But I don't think the sort of person that's going to be buying this will be buying it because of the price. The sort of person that's going to be buying this is going to be buying it because they love the looks, they love the feel, they love the way it makes them feel. So here we are, we're just about to see now. Definitely a 5-speed. Quite happily keep up with modern traffic. And I don't know, it's because I already ride quite a vibey bike anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of vibrations, and I would imagine those vibrations would get to you after a while. But a lot of people have said about as soon as they get up to sort of 70 mile an hour, the vibrations are that bad. They just can't cope with it. So they bring it back down to 50, 60, and they're more happy with it. I'll tell you what. Style, for what it is, bear in mind, we're not talking modern style, we're talking style. Retro's back in. At moment, style, I'll give this 10 out of 10. I wouldn't normally, if somebody said to you, yeah, you can have this sand coloured bike, sort of a diarrhea colour, then you'd be going, no. But I tell you what, I quite like it. I do, I quite like it. Quality wise, to be quite honest, the majority of the parts on it don't feel much different to any other on the market. Switchgear wise I'm talking about. One thing you do have to be careful of on this type of bike is you've got to bear in mind that it wasn't until the mid-70s, I do believe, where they designed the tilting peg. Now, these don't have a tilting peg. These have a straight through bar welded or bolted to the chassis. Now, a lot of the old people, the older riders, they'll know what I'm talking about. Trying to ride around a corner on your front wheel and the end of a bar that won't tilt is quite frightening. Personally, I think this tilts quite a way. It's got quite a clearance, quite a ground clearance if you look at it. It really has. It's a Jaguar. Let's get out of the way of the Jaguar. So there you go, it's accelerated up to 60 in third, absolutely fine. Do I think I made a mistake? I did. The mistake I made was listening to all the bump from other motorcycle critics. Because of the amount of times they've gone, oh, it's underpowered and everything like that. It's designed in the 1950s. I'll tell you what, But I tell you what they've done. What they've done is they've managed to keep on, not recreate, but keep on creating a bike from the 1950s. And at the moment, that's cool. What do I think? Would I have one? Do you know, I think I would. It's different for if somebody younger than me was to test ride one of these. I think they'd probably come up with a different scenario to that, a different answer. As far as I'm concerned, and I've only just really realised this, all the time I've been doing this, I've had a bloody smile on my face. You know what I mean? I think it's because it's memories of the 1950s bikes I've owned. And can I just say, no, I'm not that fucking old. I've bought and sold a few in the time. But no, I think as far as looks and feel of a bike, I don't think you can fault it. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm test riding this one at the moment today from LMT Motorcycles in Louth, and thank them very, very much for letting me test ride this. Must admit, I mean, I'm looking for a second bike to replace the Diversion. I'm tempted. What I wanted was the Scrambler version of this, the Scrambler version of the Bullet. I don't know whether they stopped making it or not, but I should go back and I should make inquiries, because having ridden this, it's given me that smile. And typical thing, it needs a few things doing to it, new things. Clearance is altering. Far too much travel on the rear brake, even for a drum brake, and probably the gear selector lifting one just so that a bigger boot can fit underneath it. I think my problem would be, would I have this one? Definitely wouldn't have the green one. Would I have this one, or would I have the classic chrome one, which can be chrome and green or chrome and burgundy or whatever? Which one would I go for? Probably this one, you know. This one seems to just look right. It'd have to have a black number plate on back though. It. Yeah, as far as this is concerned, leave this on, paint the number plate onto the back of that. There you go, I shall leave that picture.